Hey everyone, my name's Walter, and we're back on this glorious day to talk about the nice guys of Reddit once again. Nice guys are obviously guys who call themselves nice, and use that to try to finagle some sort of a relationship, often with girls that they're already friends with. But all is not well. These guys will get totally pissed if it doesn't work, but still maintain how nice they are. Anyway, let's get into it with nice guys from Reddit. I know I'm so creative with the names of my videos. These posts come to us from Reddit Nice Guys. Women date guys like this and then complain they can't find a nice guy. Then some dweeb with acne who would genuinely treat them like a princess comes along and they treat him like a plague rat, lol. Maybe you will be the girl to break the cycle. Date someone who doesn't look like a sexy stud with big muscles and jock personality. Try dating some ugly dweeb in your gender studies class. I can guarantee he'll worship you like a goddess. I can't stand men who promise to treat me like a queen/princess/goddess. I know I don't want that, and I'm sure I'm not alone. I want someone who treats me like an equal, not someone who worships me, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I need someone who can challenge me. It's true that not everyone wants the same thing, but who wants someone they immediately think is an ugly dweeb? Hashtag women are stupid as shit sometimes. Women, pick a side. Either hate nice guys or assholes, but you can't expect love by hating both. Yes, women love it when you call them stupid as shit, Lucas. Does he think I actually make fun of nice guys, like guys who are nice to everyone? Because that wouldn't make a very interesting video. Marriage and the church have nothing to offer men. With the way modern women are, they are causing their own affliction of singleness. They want men to do all the things that we traditionally did. Take care of them, protect them, provide for them, and then they don't want to give us any of the things that they traditionally gave us. Cooking, cleaning, raising the children, sex. I gotta feel like maybe both parents should raise the children, if possible. For most men, marriage is a contract for a sexless life, and yet she will often fool around on him, so he's not allowed to have sex with her, he's not allowed to have sex with anyone else, he's not allowed to have sex with himself. But she can run around and cheats, and so modern women for the most part deserve this affliction. Is being single an affliction? Well, that doesn't sound right. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that her having had many partners before might be a reason why she's having difficulties? I was out with some friends and one of my friends complained how she couldn't find a quality guy and that it was so hard nowadays. And then she said how she'd been in so many relationships before and now she knew what she wanted, but the quality guys just didn't seem to come along. So I said that maybe that could be one of the reasons why. Like, most guys want to feel special and not just be guy number 13 or something. Guys usually find women who have dated a lot to be a bit of a turnoff. That could be why a lot of good guys aren't interested in her. Sounds more like the reason a lot of incels might not be interested in her. Like, my girlfriend was a virgin before we got together and hadn't dated anyone before, so I always felt very special that she chose me to be her first boyfriend. Of course, if she had dated one or two guys before, I'd feel that's still fine, but if I was like guy number 15, I'd find that a bit weird and might wonder what's wrong with her. So I explained this to her, but then she claimed I was being misogynistic and shaming her. I don't think that's reasonable, but would like to know if I'm the asshole here. I want someone with so little experience that they probably won't know the first thing about navigating an adult relationship or communicating their needs. This is a win for me because then there will be effectively no needs for me to meet, so I can have another one-sided caretaking relationship like with my mother. Imagine saying that kind of thing out loud. I mean, 15 isn't a very big number in the first place, but, you know, whatever. Do women like this actually exist? I'm naturally an alpha male. Almost always the biggest, strongest, and smartest guy in the room, and it gets so boring being in control. But every girl I meet just expects me to keep up that alpha shtick with them too. I like strong and dominant girls, but I just don't attract them because I give off lion/daddy energy naturally. Feels bad, man. Hey, what do you think is worse, this picture he's using or an anime picture? Feel free to let me know. Getting attention is the biggest satisfaction from a woman, but of course you are all greedy and just want more and more. You will never ever be happy. We are not angels, my dear, but guess what? The dating market is controlled by you. You are the ones who choose who to stay with and who to reject. Maybe stop dating only chads who doesn't commit and who doesn't care about you and give an average man a chance. But thing is, we are visible to you. The only times you give us attention is when we insult you. But when we are nice to you, compliment you, understand you, support you, you ignore us completely or use us for our resources. Nice ones don't have ulterior motives, you daft. You are just angry that Chad doesn't commit, and thus you generalize all women. Guess you are not that different from me. You are angry at Chads for not commuting to you, and I am angry at all women for rejecting me for my looks. There's kind of a contradiction here. He says that women always control the dating market, but also that they can't get Chads to commit. So I guess they don't control the dating market. I'm probably thinking too hard about this though. Listen, I'm sorry for all the men that are rude and disrespectful. I promise chivalry is still alive. Allow me to show you. I will not do a one-night stand either. LOL, I will always be a gentleman. If you don't like God, we won't work. I cook, clean, do laundry, and love pets and children. Bring it on. Oh, and no drama whatsoever. These are the type of men I hate the most, apologizing for all the other evil men who like one-night stands. Lucas tries this kind of angle sometimes too. I'm ready to have sex right now, but I promise you that if we're dating, we're not going to have sex until we're both ready. In that time, we can do whatever else we want that we can, but I'm pretty open-minded. Hey, you hear that, ladies? He promises he won't force himself on you. Has the bar really gotten that low? Girls really don't love anymore. They instantly get over it like it's just a switch. Meanwhile, it can take guys weeks, months, or even years to get over someone they truly loved. It's sad. Is this really a gendered thing? Sometimes people just don't deal with a breakup well. Most of us have probably been there at some point. If you want a pretty girl, make sure you're an immature loser asshole who treats them bad and lies to them. That's who they always fall for. Yeah, this picture really hurts my eyes. You know, there are some men who always complains why they don't get a date when they're all nice guys? That's what I'm referring to. Why are they nice guys though? You can go through the internet on nice guys for more info, but essentially there are guys that goes around saying, why girls don't pick me when I am nice but pick waste men instead. So most people call these guys nice guys. They're not usually that nice. Sometimes they are legit nice. There is a saying that nice people do have their limits. The rest of the other nice guys use niceness as a pickup strategy when faking a bad boy don't work out. Nice people do have their limits. The lack of self-awareness here. Be kind to people and they will be kind back, and sexual relationships are a part of human nature and therefore a part of human kindness, like it or not. Saying to incels that they aren't entitled to women is like telling a homeless man he isn't entitled to a hot meal. He doesn't get any hot meals, so he gets angry and frustrated as any normal human would. When I see Chads and Stacys in relationships, all I see is entitlement. And trust me, all those abusive assholes that all you women love would respond with a lot less dignity facing rejection than a nice guy. And for the record, I've never asked a girl out, so I've never been rejected. But despite being laughed at and starved my entire life, I intend on turning the tables. So don't worry, I'm still young and I have a solid plan. 1. I identify as a nice guy, and I can't remember a single time in my life I've called a woman a whore. 2. The homeless guy was an analogy. If you are deprived of a basic human need, it causes mental health problems. Hell, even loneliness on its own has been shown to cause mental health problems. And sex and relationships are a basic human need and are part of Maslow's hierarchy. I would feel angry if I was a homeless man and someone pissed on the rug I was sleeping on. Women saying they don't like nice guys who haven't even been on a date or approached a woman is the equivalent of pissing on a homeless man's bedding. He already poses no threat, and yet you insist on making his life miserable. That's the type of person you are. Hey, homeless people can most certainly pose a threat. But more importantly, ignoring this madness about everyone needing sex, this guy knows the stigma behind the term nice guy, so he has two choices. He can either stop calling himself a nice guy, or he can try to convince the entire world that they're wrong about the term. I don't know why they like to pick hard mode. Oh, this next guy is really something. I did have an incident where I ended up in the ER in my late teens. They gave me a pregnancy test, standard, and it came back positive. I swore to them up and down that 1, no way in hell am I pregnant, and 2, I was a certified virgin, capital V, LOL. They didn't believe me. They had my mom leave so the nurse could confront me and demand I be honest. I was an emotional wreck because they thought I was lying. Turns out they had a patient with an almost identical name in a room across the hall who had tested positive. I, however, had a negative test. Jerks. If you're still a virgin, I can help you out. If you're serious and live close by, I can help you out. If you 18, we can make that happen. You are an absolute creeper. No thanks. Funny thing is, I'm actually not a creep. I'm 20 years old, and actually the reason I mentioned this to you is because there was a girl in another YouTube comments section who was complaining about being a virgin and being scared, so we exchanged information, FaceTimed, and met up. She was 18 and lived in my area, Toronto, Ontario, so I was like, why not? I helped her out, and she is now comfortable around men and got over her fear. Uh-huh, sure, that's very believable. You're telling me a girl who wasn't comfortable with men and was a virgin saw your YouTube comment and was like, yeah, I'll do him. Obviously, she was weirded out and nervous at first, but when we FaceTimed and got to talk for a week or so, she was comfortable enough to meet up, and I took her virginity. She occasionally messages me from time to time and thanks me because she now has a boyfriend and got over her fear. Okay, now I know you're trolling me. This has nice guy energy all over it. She thanked you for taking her virginity? LMAO. We only live once. You should try out some new things. I get that it seems weird for a random dude talking to you in a YouTube comments section, and it's a little weird for me too, but I can help you out. If you are 18 and still a virgin like the other girl, I can help you get over that fear. If you live near my area, we can do something, and we'd FaceTime showing you I'm a young dude, not an old fart. Anyways, if you're not down for that, good luck to you. He said he's not a creep. I love that. What is this fear he keeps talking about? I didn't hear her say she wasn't comfortable around men. Imagine hitting on someone in YouTube comments using a That Happened story. It's absolutely painful. You know what this guy reminds me of, though? Richard Burnham from To Catch a Predator. That sick asshole who tried to play his own wingman. Listen to this. Yeah, I'm really sick, but Steve is a great guy. I hope you like getting laid. He'll do an awesome job taking your virginity. He's really excited about it. Yeah, that is so similar. Gross. I'm sorry you feel the need to complain over and over that people don't care and you'll never find the right guy that loves you for you. It just makes me laugh though, because I like you for you. I try to reach out and talk to you and show you I care, but I just get ignored or blown off. So I guess I'm done trying. If you can't open your eyes to the sweet nice guy in front of you, then I'm done trying. But just know that when you're ready to be treated like you deserve to be treated, with respect and loyalty, I'm here. If you can't cringe it past you, you haven't grown enough yet. Yeah, no one's memory should go back 9 years like that, it's just painful. This next one is a guy talking about how nice guys have it harder than a girl with Down syndrome. No, I'm not joking. It's so sweet, but so naive. Having complete control over your emotions against the onslaught of the day is something reserved for youth, the women, the disabled, and anyone else whose quality of life isn't affected by other people's choices and has more options than consequences. Point of fact, that young lady will have more opportunity gifted to her by age 16 than I will in my entire life. She'll have the option to fall in love and marry if she likes, maybe even children, despite having Downs. But a young man who dates for love and not just to get laid will likely end up a virgin at the end of high school and die by suicide within 5 years after being ridiculed, harassed, and assaulted. It's hard to be positive when you know there's no one on earth that will have you, and people would rather watch you suffer and die rather than help. Wow, everything's so dramatic with this guy. Who is assaulting virgins exactly? Tell yourself whatever lies keep you moving forward, but even your own lies fall before the weight of reality. Being negative will make things worse, but benign positive won't necessarily make things better. I would say I'm glad she's got the opportunity to do something to positively affect the world though. That must be awesome. Only way is white guys can help us to lull ourselves, I'm told. Think he might have had a stroke in the middle of that last sentence or something. There is no situation on earth these guys can't turn into a self-pity party. None. Okay, one more post. Or a fraction of a post. We'll just look at the meltdown phase here. Active 2 minutes ago? Message not read? Is that what you do? Capture men's eyes and hearts and never reply because they're not worth my time? Fuck you and your boyfriend. Fuck you because you don't think I'm worth anything to you, and fuck your boyfriend because that piece of shit has you when someone like me is 100 times greater than he is. I will be great someday. Not just great, a fucking millionaire, and you will have nothing for the rest of your life because you didn't pay the motivated man like me any attention. I hope we never meet. And if we do, I hope I don't even pay you attention at all, just like you have done to me and many more to come. I sent that message from the bottom of my heart. You had your fucking chance, maggot. Yeah, she was asleep the whole time, woke up into madness. I know it's tempting to believe your messenger when it says someone saw you, but sometimes it's full of shit. Anyway, that's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you have something to say, please let me hear it in the comments. If you're new here, consider subscribing. That number is pretty much like your power level here on YouTube for some reason. Big thanks also to my generous patrons. I have to shout them out next time, which will be very soon here. I think a Lucas video might be coming up. I wasn't sure if I should, but then he kept calling me gay in a stream recently. Remember that next time Mr. Leftist calls himself an ally, by the way. Yeah, my situation has changed a bit. I think I need to work more. I always say this, but let's get back to it. Have a great night, everyone, and I won't be nice anymore. Yeah, I guess that's an unpopular opinion.